Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are going to do a little bloggy type thing. The Q&A, which I know a lot of you, I don't know why I do this all the time, you get used to it, I do this all the time. The Q&A, which I did mention in the last Stomping blog, that's going to be tomorrow, I think. I don't know when I'm uploading this really, to be honest with you, but it should be up tomorrow and we'll do a Q&A and we're going to do... Crikey. The plan is basically to do a separate Q&A weekly on a Sunday, which is usually my day off, but I can do a quick Q&A on a Sunday, and do a blog type thing, which is quite specific, on Saturdays. And the blog's going to be like this, and the Q&A is probably going to be gameplay, random games, whatever I'm in the mood for, and I'll talk over the top of it. Plan. So don't leave any questions or anything. That is for the Q&A video. It will be called a Q&A video, so you will know exactly which video to ask away on. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I mentioned in the last Stomping blog that I was going to talk about something rather personal and stuff. We're not going to do that. I'm going to do that next time, maybe. I'm still not convinced. But what we're going to talk about today is basically, there's one of the most common questions I get, for obvious reasons, is BestInSlot, how do you grow a YouTube channel? How do you get subscribers? How do you get views? I want to make money off YouTube and sort of things. I get a lot of personal messages about this. I get a lot of comments, people saying, hey, come check out my channel and stuff like this. So I want to talk about, I mean, I've done videos like this before, but I want to talk about what worked for me and why I think some people don't make it on YouTube and why some people struggle for a long time. And I did, and I still am. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm doing okay these days and you guys are awesome. But I'm not exactly a huge channel or anything. We're doing okay. You know, I'm nearly a middle-sized channel. I think you have to hit 100k and then you can be called a middle-sized channel. So I'm approaching medium. I'm still quite small at the moment. What the hell is wrong with my throat? Oh, I'll show you. I'll do that in a minute. I was hoping I had things to show you guys at the end of the blog, and I do have something, but it's really boring. So be excited. Okay, so... tips for growing YouTube channels. The first things first, don't get into YouTube. Don't get into YouTube if you're in it for the money. Okay? Pointless. Don't get into YouTube if you particularly care about how many subscribers you get or your views. I mean, you will care. You will care eventually. It really starts to bug you and you start to think about it. When you get like a new record day of views, it gets really exciting, and especially when you're starting out, every subscriber is like a huge deal. But don't get into it for the money. Get into it because you want to play games. Maybe you want to entertain people. But you've got to enjoy playing games, and you've got to enjoy commentating over games. You've got to enjoy the whole shebang. Otherwise it's pointless. This isn't something... Let's just lay this out early. Most people will not make money off YouTube. The vast majority of people, they may make a few pounds here and there. Maybe it'll pay for their car insurance once a year or something like that. It can help. But nobody's going to make a foot. Most people don't make a lot of money off YouTube. Most people can't afford to go and buy a house because of YouTube. I can't afford to go buy a house. I can rent a flat and that's about it. You know, most people will never get there. And I'm not trying to say that in a disheartening way. I'm trying to say that there's so many people out there, and that's what you got to get into your head first of all. If you're into it for a gaming purpose, the market is saturated. Crazy saturated. There's billions of us out there all doing the same thing. Okay, not billions, but you know what I mean. All doing the same thing. So it's very hard to get noticed, and particularly for new channels these days, compared to when I started 2.5 years ago, it was easier for me back then than it is for people now, obviously because the market is a lot more saturated. Saying that, if you're in it for entertainment purposes, you're in it because you enjoy it, then there's no reason not to go for it. Sit down, play some games, and just talk over them. My theory was, when I first started, I was like, well, I'm going to play these games anyway, so why not stick it on YouTube, basically. And 2.5 years later, here we are. So that's the major thing. I see too many people who are worried about CPM and all this malarkey. Doesn't matter. Get into it for the right reasons. Stay in it on the right reasons. Everything else is a bonus. If you can make it your career, if you can make it your job down the line, that's fantastic. You know, you're a very lucky person. Not many people can do it. But don't go in with that preconception, basically. That is tip 1. Tip 2. I feel like I should have... Oh, did I just swore at you all? I'm very sorry. I feel like I should have pieces of paper with numbers on them. That's a 2, okay? 2. Top tip, don't do what I just did. Be entertaining, don't scramble around for paper mid-video. Tip 2. Okay, so tip 2. So tip 1, we're not having paper for tip 1. Tip 1 was get into it for the right reasons. Tip 2, don't join YouTube and sit there and play Minecraft all day. Or, I mean, okay, you can. This tip 2 kind of counteracts tip 1. Tip 2 is more about, okay, get into YouTube for the right reasons, but then if you are looking for growth, you do have to be specific about what you play. The problem with games like Minecraft, Call of Duty, all the mainstream releases, it's nearly a word, mainstream releases as they first land, everyone else is doing them already. You're entering a very crowded market that's packed with people. Maybe you could make it in those, and if you love playing Minecraft and you don't want to play anything else, just play Minecraft. But don't expect to really get anywhere, in my opinion, these days, because the market is just too saturated. You have to find your niche. And just to relate this to myself, because that's all I ever do, when I first started this channel, we got nowhere for ages. Then I played Skyrim when it first came out, and I played more Skyrim than pretty much everyone else on the planet. So I got a lot of subscribers. I got like 3,000 subscribers in a few days, and that was like a huge deal for me back then. My views jumped up, and then I stopped playing Skyrim eventually, and my views went, and then it stayed like this. Like, this is like Skyrim, and this is the views after Skyrim. This is like time past Skyrim. It just went for 2 years. For 2 years, my views stayed the same for every single month, and I played every single game I could think of. I played every little game I wanted to play, and I got nowhere. I mean, okay, I was growing, but very slowly. The rate of subscribers wasn't going up a month or anything. It was consistent. I was earning the same amount of money every month. It helped a little bit, but it wasn't really anything. It was still fun, and you know, at the end of the day, relating it to point 1, I did it for those 2 years despite not growing because I enjoyed it, so I wasn't going to stop. But then I found my niche, which is dinosaur gaming. I figured, you know, I love dinosaurs. Not really anyone specialised in dinosaur games, or at least nobody I'd heard of yet at that point. This is like a year ago, so I thought, why not? And since then, the channel has grown a lot, and is still growing. And that's, I believe, because I found my niche. Now, maybe this niche is never going to be like PewDiePie big, or any of those, and it's not. It's not a montage, funny highlight type channel. That's just not the channel we are. But we're educational, and that's got merit. No, but it's my unique niche, and I believe I kind of own that niche now. That is my niche. I don't think anyone's got as many dinosaur games on YouTube as I do. That's my thing. And that's what I'm trying to become known for. But we want to play other games as well. Again, it's very important not to pigeonhole yourself too much like I did with Skyrim. As soon as I stopped playing Skyrim, all my big burst of subscribers stopped watching my videos, which was a problem. So, that was tip 2. Jesus, what was tip 2? Yeah, try to find what makes you you, what makes you unique. Find it and abuse it. Tip 2. I should really do this the other way around, shouldn't I? Wait a minute. How do you do a backwards 3? That's how you do a backwards 3. Come on, BestInSlot. Tip 3. Social media and stuff, right? A lot of people ask me, did you box for box? Did you comment on a lot of videos? Did you do a lot of social media stuff? I've got to be honest, I'm atrocious when it comes to that stuff. There is a Twitter account for the channel which I've used twice or something. The Facebook page I'm pretty active on, and if you're not on it already, you bloody well should be. But other than that, I don't really do much of the social media stuff. I didn't really comment on other videos. I didn't do box for box, because by the way, box for box, which is, well, box for box is something different. Sub for sub, basically, where you subscribe to someone and they subscribe to you. Just utterly pointless. All it does is inflate your subscriber numbers, which actually mean nothing at the end of the day. Your views is what count. Subscribers means nothing. You need your views, and if you are getting subscribers who are subscribing just because you subscribe to them, you're not going to watch each other's content. You're there just so you've got another subscriber. Useless. It's nice having a social media presence of some form. Facebook's the main way I talk to you guys. Twitter I hate with a passion. I'm sure some people use it. I think people get too hung up on that kind of thing. A lot more important is your content, your niche, how much you enjoy your job, and how much you put into it just in your videos. That's a lot more important than any extraneous stuff you could do. But that does bring me to point 4. That doesn't look like a 4, does it? What is that? Why is that not a 4? I'm confused. That should be a 4. Interesting. Tip 4. What's tip 4? Thumbnails. Thumbnails, titles, descriptions, tags. Vital, huge on YouTube. The thing is, especially as a little channel, which everyone is when they start, it's very hard for people to find your videos because you're buried right at the bottom. Now, the only way to get right to the top is either playing unique games that nobody else is really playing, or, well, that is actually the only way, or be a bit lucky and tag correctly. There's a lot of sites out there that will help you. Just search for SEO, which is search engine optimization, YouTube SEO. You'll find lots of things that help you out. Make sure you are putting the right descriptions in your videos. You want social media links in there. You want keywords. Get informative tags in there. Get decent titles in there. And please do decent thumbnails as well. Lots of people think they can kind of skip it, and you don't have to. I mean, I've been using Photoshop for like 10 years now, and I tend to go quite overboard and make really heavily designed thumbnails. You don't need to go nearly as far as that. It's as simple as get a nice screenshot from your playthrough or art from the game online, stick some decent text over the top, you're done. That's all you need, really. But it makes such a difference compared to the default thumbnail thingamajiggy. Tags are vital. Description, don't just. I hate people who do this. People who clog their description with, like, let's say you're playing Watch Dogs, and you'll go on someone's video, and the description will be Watch Dogs Part 1, Watch Dogs Part 1, Watch Dogs Part 1, Watch Dogs Walkthrough Part 1, Watch Dogs Walkthrough Part 1, and they'll just cram the description with that over and over again, and it works. It works really well. But then you get banned from YouTube, and people think you're a dick, because you are. Your content should... It'd be nice to say content speaks for itself, and if you're really good on YouTube and you're really happy and you make great videos, you'll rise to the top. That's not really how it works, unfortunately. You need to hope that you're discovered, you need to do everything you can to make sure you're discovered, you need to enjoy your job and just keep going at it, and eventually you might get somewhere. You might not, but you have a good time doing it. And that is the key tip 5, and I can't bother with the paper. Just be happy, you know? Nobody wants to hear someone prattling on going, meh. That's my sad face. Just enjoy yourself. This kind of is point 1, but that's nice. It's like a circle. This is the YouTube circle. So point 5 and point 1 are the same thing. Enjoy your job. Be happy. Do it because you love it. Don't do it for any other reason. At the end of the day, I don't think much else matters. Finding your unique slant is a big thing. Enjoying your content. Keep putting it out there. Try to be consistent. If you're doing Let's Plays in particular, you can't upload one video every 2 days and expect to get anywhere. That's not what people want from a Let's Play channel. People want at least a video a day, I'd say. I do 3 personally, which might be overkill, but 2 videos a day is a nice little sweet spot. And it takes some time. But if you're enjoying it and you're playing games, then who cares? You're going to love it. Try to network with people, but again, I've never done it myself, so I can't sit here and say it doesn't work, but I can't sit here and say it does work. It's up to you. If it works for you, if you enjoy doing it, and you want to collab with lots of people, that's fine. It's never really been my thing, but it's definitely an option for people like you. And that's about it, really. It's fun at the end of the day. Even when you start getting your first couple of viewers, your couple of subscribers, they're people who are there because you entertain them, essentially. And they want to talk to you, and they want to hear, and you want to talk to them and find out about their lives and find out, ah, spider! Woo! Come on, you. I'm going to show you a spider, if I can catch it. Come on, there we go. Spider! Oh god, it's coming. Spider! Come here. Come here. Get on the paper. Saved it. It's outside. Okay, we're going to end it there. Where's my lighting? Oh, spider web. Not sure this was helpful. Didn't feel particularly helpful, but you never know. I could have done this in about 2 minutes, so all I could say is enjoy yourself, find a unique niche, have fun, live it up. Cheers, much love. Wait, no, wrong order. Wait. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye-bye.